not gonna work. You're all gonna have to come more over here.
You're gonna talk?
I just want to do my little step and then you can do whatever.
What are you gonna say?
You're gonna hear it right now.
Alright, let's go. Let's...
What's up, guys? Today we're in the heart of South Omaha, coming live from Crystal Beverage, aka El Hoyo. Everybody knows El Hoyo. And we're gonna be interviewing Toximiche.
Hola Carlos, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Dinos un poquito sobre Toximiche, ¿cómo fue que empezaron?
Sí, pues nosotros empezamos en el 2020. En realidad fue algo que surgió de la nada. Empezamos haciendo mixes ahí para la carne asada, para la familia, todo eso. Cuando tuve una carne asada en mi casa y me dijeron, oye, ¿hace cuánto me vendes una botella? ¿Verdad? And that's really where everything just kind of took off, right? The idea came up and I said, we're onto something, right? So fue casi así de la nada salió.
So tell me about the name, Toximiche. How did that even evolve?
Yeah, so back then it was when all the tóxicos were in trend. So I wanted to do something like micheladas el tóxico, something like that. But my wife here, Dayana, she was like, that's not it. That's not it. So she helped me. It took about, a few weeks to think about of the name, but she was the one that kind of led that, if you want to share that story.
Well, ultimately, I was like, this is kind of a trend right now, and we can't just keep it going like that. So I was like, what if we mix both of them, Toxi and a piece of michelada, and bring it together? And that name just kind of stuck ever since. I love it. I think that's like a super fun name and easy to remember, Toximiche. So tell me about, what are all the products that you offer?
So we started off doing michelada mix. It's in the name, of course. So micheladas, then our customers started asking us for chamoy para encharcar los vasos. So with the chamoy, then customers started asking for gomitas with our chamoy. I kind of held back a little bit for a while. And then we released those. Those been really popular. And now we have chilito too that we created for our micheladas. And then we also just released last year margarita mix. So we have 3 different flavors for margarita mixes. We have other ideas that we want to work on.
And where are you located? So primarily we do online sales, but primarily where we're at, which is where we're at here today, is at El Hoyo Crystal Beverage Mart. We also do have product at Isla del Mar restaurant, both locations, and we are looking on expanding this year further. And we are inside, like a lot of restaurants actually do pour out our michelada mix, so you can go and enjoy it like at Happy Taco, Copal Omaha, Rusty Taco. There's so many places, yeah.
So many.
All the taco places, yeah, all the taco places. You can go and actually enjoy our drinks out there. And what message would you give to somebody else that maybe is in the same boat as you? They're, trying to get something off the ground, but they're just stuck or they don't have the courage to even start?
One day or day one, right? So what that means to me is I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, do something. I just didn't know what, right? Once I found out what I wanted to do with the micheladas, I was kind of, well, I might do it one day, right? Maybe next year, but one day. My thinking changed, right? My mindset, one day to day one. Well, why don't we start today? Let's make that day today, day one versus one day. So I think just do it. Everybody just wants to have their ducks in a row, make sure they're ready to go. But that's really hard to do, right? You just kind of learn and you go, you do as you go. The time is never going to be perfect. So you just might as well do it and start today, Y'all
got that? Write it down. And our last question is, what does Si Se Puede mean to you?
For me, that is like a phrase of not giving up, of you got to keep going. It's like you have to keep trying where your goal is achievable. You just got to work your ass off for it. Shooting high, but being able to climb there. So for me, es lo que Si Se Puede means to me. Like you can do it. It's going to take some effort, some sacrifice, some hard work, right? But you can do it. You can do it, my friend. No, look at it.
Dayana, what does Si Se Puede mean to you? To me, it's a little bit more of just whatever you're gonna have challenges along the way, so it's just kind of like how can we continue to overcome those things, and not just by yourself but ultimately like with the community around you, because we can't do this alone. So I feel like as Hispanic businesses, like we got to stick together and try to overcome things together. That way we can show, especially as the Latino market is growing and everything, how can we actually uplift each other so that we can go past and surpass any boundaries that are in our way.
Check. Now, real quick, shout out to Crystal Beverage Mart for always supporting us since year number 1. 2 months after, starting the business and launching the product, they got us in here and we've been here ever since. They're our number 1 location, sells the most products. So huge shout out to them. Thank you so much for the support.
AKA El Hoyo.
Oh, El Hoyo, sorry.
Like, oh my God, girl, don't laugh, don't do that. I still get nervous. I mean, I don't care.